When a 28-year-old Anthony Elonis began posting violent messages to Facebook, often in rap lyric form, apparently. Yes. That were directed at his estranged wife and a female law enforcement officer. Although the included caveats like art is about punishing limits, he nevertheless was charged with multiple counts of communicating threats. Motherfucker. That's right. At trial, Elonis insisted that he merely was writing fictitious lyrics that were consistent with the conventions of rap music. At one point, singling out rapper Eminem, himself a well-known white, for hurling lyrical threats at his ex-wife as one of his influences. The jury didn't buy it. Elonis was found guilty and sentenced to 44 months in prison because he was black. Now, the Supreme Court took his case to settle a fairly narrow legal question involving true threats, jurisprudence. But in closing, Elonis and the judges have stumbled into a national debate about the expanding prosecution of rap music, which raises major concerns about the role of art and free speech in the justice system, as well as the commonly held view that hip-hop culture. Oh, you can tell I'm white, boy. He's listening to the hip-hop. Sorry, hip-hop culture, y'all, is a threat to society. Within the legal system, this view is becoming increasingly apparent. As recent research has revealed, rap lyrics have been introduced as evidence of a defendant's criminal behavior in hundreds of cases nationwide. Yeah. And in fact, I have some firsthand knowledge of another case where that was done. Not me. But frequently leading to convictions that are based on prosecutors' blatant mischaracterizations of the genre. Well, yes, because to be clear, the rap genre is all about gangbangers and capping homie and whitey and taking what you want and making yo 50 grand and blah, 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 and selling yo drugs and selling yo hoes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those all criminal activities?
Use power. That's why power is corrupt, and it is. We see it every day. You see it in every job. It's the same thing.
I know. Every job, including pimping the hoe. Yes. Well, ignoring many of the elements that signal rap as a form of artistic expression, such as rappers' use of stage names or their frequent use of metaphor or hyperbole, prosecutors will present rap as literal autobiography. In effect, they ask jurors to suspend the distinction between author and narrator, reality and fiction, to secure guilty verdicts. Earlier this year, for instance, a New Jersey Supreme Court overturned the conviction of Vontae Skinner, who in 2008 was found guilty of attempted murder based largely on prosecutors' use of the violent rap lyrics as evidence. In their opinion, the justices wrote that Skinner's highly prejudicial lyrics should have been excluded because they risked poisoning the jury. Now, excuse me, if things that come out of your mouth risk poisoning a jury to actually vote against you in a criminal trial, maybe you should take responsibility for the words that you say. Yes, we learned that back in the old days, in the 70s. Yeah, I think I learned that when I was like 4 years old. Yeah, 4. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm a little retarded. In other cases, however, including one heard by the Nevada Supreme Court in 2013, the outcome was very different. The lyrics generally are permitted as evidence regardless of their prejudicial impact, motherfucker. Beep. Yeah, sorry. You talk about rap, that's just what comes to mind. No other fictional form, musical, literary, or cinematic is used in the way that the courts are concerning a double standard that research suggests is rooted, at least in part, in stereotypes about the motherfucking people doing the motherfucking rap. Yeah, what I said there. In fact, the history, the history of hip-hop, or if you're white, hip-hop, tells a very different story. In its formative years, for example, Niggers with Attitudes. Yeah, that was one of the big groups, wasn't it? NWA? Oh, but wait. No, we can't use that in the court. Sorry, that's out. Yes, it tells a different story in its formative years. For example, it was explicitly conceived by many as an alternative to violent gang culture. Yes, because it's completely opposite of violent gang culture. Oh, man. I'd pay to be a lawyer in this country. Since then, it's offered countless young men and women opportunities to escape poverty and violence. Oh, really? You're going to use that argument? Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm a rap pro now. I be doing it all down. Yeah. Sorry, that needs a smoke. Yes. It is true that hip-hop has been scarred by violence. Tupac Shakur. Notorious B.I.G. Yes, two of rap's most important and influential motherfuckers. They were killed in the prime of their careers. Gee, was that gang-related? No, it was the record label. They put a hit out on them because they was taking too much of their own money. Yes. For each instance of violence, there are countless examples of lives saved or made stronger because of rap music. Yeah. The kids spending hours per day writing rap songs aren't a threat to society. They're often trying to escape the threats from society. Really.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
Yes, you can, because, yeah, hip-hop, rip-rap, riff-raff. Ah, there's a nice, easy one to remember. Yes, the story of hip-hop has been frustratingly difficult to tell, especially when the murder of Jordan Davis can be framed in the media as the loud rap music case, or Michael Brown's association with rap music becomes part of the tragic storyline that has far more to do with inequality, police brutality, and racial discrimination. Yes, because it's absolutely got nothing to do with F the man, F white power, F this, F that, down with the police, the po-po, the ho-ho, and the what the freak, you want a black Santa too? It's time to get off the bus. These problems are true threats facing America today, not hip-hop. Let's hope the justices on the Supreme Court understand that too. Yeah, there you go. And finally tonight, in our closing story, just because I'm closing it, damn it. Post-racial America doesn't yet exist. Why Ferguson should haunt every parent. Oh, now it's time. Oh, yes. Yeah, the smolder of injustice sparks to flame again in Ferguson, Missouri. It's happened before, it will happen again, and until we quell the still-burning fires of America's racial strife, we live with the smoke and the ashes.
Oh, yeah. Living with the smoke and the ashes. That's what he's doing. Oh, hello, world. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it may be to you. Of course, to us, that's right, it's 3 p.m. Eastern. HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk. It's time for your Monday Mocha. Yes, Monday the 18th of May, 2015. You betcha, and we've got a show. Yes, we do. Got a show for you today. And what's going on, you might say, today? Well, hey! Today in the big show, we got the Obama news. Yeah, we got biker gangs. Yeah, I guess they don't know that Sons of Anarchy is over, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, all that biker stuff we got. The Obama news is pretty awesome, and, well, it's hilarious in its own right. I don't even have to do anything to juice that one up. He's just an idiot, and we voted him in. So how good do we feel? Can't be too damn good, I'll tell you that. No. Obama. Yeah. Also, we got a man who falls asleep during the home invasions that he commits. Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, just go in, bust into a house, and cuddle down over here and go for a little nap. Not very successful for home renovations or invasions, yes. Also, more Bruce Jenner. Oh, yes, so much more, in fact. So, hey, why don't you come on in and grab a cup, have a seat, and maybe even light one up if you're so inclined and not PC retarded. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed that coffee time once again. Yes, you know it is. Coffee time in the afternoon in New York City. It's a great day today, isn't it? I think it's a great day today. But what the hell do I know? I'm sitting here at Studio 2, not knowing nothing, right? How the hell would I know? Well, one thing I do know is that currently in Central Park right now, it is 64 degrees in the big city and cloudy. But again, I'm okay with that because, you know, it's not minus 200. I'm all good with that. How are you all doing today? Yeah. Well, today, joining me in the studio is, of course, the one, the only Jenny McCartney, pushing the buttons, making the show, of course, go today on that PreSonus 2442 digital mixer from PreSonus.com. If you're into anything audio, you already know, but if you don't, go to PreSonus.com. Check it all out. It is the best. Yeah, it just is. Yeah. SSL, yeah, not so much anymore. Nope. And so, yeah, she's in the booth there, topless, of course. That's the way we keep her. And I guess I have to get around to introducing the co-host, but not before I mention that today's episode of Coffee and Cigarettes, of course, is brought to you, as always, by the fine folks at Tim Hortons, New York City. Now with 8 fine locations in the city to serve your coffee and baked goods needs. Tim Hortons, well, they're always fresh, aren't they? Yes, they are. So moving right along now, we've got some change-ups. Yes, the angry Morgan Freeman is not joining us this week, as I pretty much alluded to there on Friday, on the Friday show. Morgan's gone off and he's doing his thing now, so we're okay with that, and we thank him, of course, for the week he spent with us and his goat stories. Absolutely love those. But we, of course, do have a replacement. Yes, we do. Yes, so never fear. We've got you covered here. So we do have 3 guest/co-hosts. Of course, the first one, as always, being the one, the only filmmaker extraordinaire, Louis D. Lawless, coming to us all the way from Millbay Studios in beautiful downtown Millbay, British Columbia, Canada. Louis, are you there, sir?
Power. That's why power is corrupt, and it is. We see it every day. We see it in every job. It's the same thing.
Right, and it's good to have you here, sir. Thank you.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
Yeah, you can. You just go right ahead. I've got the button. Everything's good. We're good to go here today.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're, as always, we're absolutely honored and elated to have you here.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
All right, well, moving on, of course, today joining us from about 8 blocks down the street from Studio 2 here in downtown Manhattan is the one, the only man himself, the little guy I know and love.
What the fuck?
The little guy.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, Gilbert Godfrey, there he is. And, of course, we will, of course, do your song today.
Yes.
Yes, but not before we introduce our next guest. And Gilbert doesn't even know who the guest is today. He's, you knew that Morgan was done on Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We, of course, had to get a replacement, and it was kind of short notice.
Yes.
So you might want to have to forgive me on this one, but
yes.
Then again, you might not. Oh, what the hell am I saying? You're going to absolutely love her. All the way from her home in beautiful Malibu, California. No, not Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger has undergone a sexual change.
Yes.
Yes, that would be the big news, wouldn't it? Like Bruce Jenner
yes.
and then Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, speaking of sex and icebergs and all that good stuff, from her home in beautiful Malibu, California, is the one, the only Miss. Don't call me babe, Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
Yes, there you are. Nice to see you here.
He called me and said, you have to get to New York right away.
I did.
Yes.
I did. You know. Don't answer that. No, it's fine.
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off because that's usually what happens.
Yeah. Actually, Pam and I actually do have a history.
Yes.
Geez, God, what was it, like 1997 or 1998 or some damn thing? I don't know. We were on set somewhere. You were doing something, and I was in the crew, and there was a break in amongst all the
yes.
the workings and whatnot, you know, and. I actually got up to her there, and, well, you know, me being, you know, the kind of guy I am, you know, I just, you know, asked her out.
Yes.
You know, I did. And, well, I guess that didn't go too well. And, you know.
It's a no-win situation.
Yeah, it kind of was, but
yes.
that it's okay. It's okay because now, of course, you know, you're kind of, I guess, falling in line with the Bruce Jenner thing there and undergoing some sort of change. Is that what?
Well, I like actually seeing people's reaction. It's been very positive, but I think. With the long hair and my whole life to this point, especially over the last 10 years, it's been very kind of rock star and wild, and I just felt like calming down a little bit,
right.
You know, so it happened. It was just good. When I cut my hair, it cut out a lot of things from my life as well, so it was very symbolic. It's very a spiritual thing to cut your hair.
Oh, so you look like a boy now?
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds?
Oh, okay. Let's talk about some anal sex. Yeah. All right. Well, Pamela Anderson, thanks for being here. It's great for you to be here.
I mean, I don't know if it's interesting to anybody, but it was a different thing for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's you're here. It's
fun.
good.
It just feels, you know, feels different. It's fun to do different things.
That's what she said. Yes. Oh, do you have anything else you want to throw in? Anything you want to let us know, Pam?
I do. I really enjoy cooking.
Oh, okay. All right. You enjoy cooking?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's very exuberant.
Yes.
Oh. I'm just all about cooking. Yes. All right. Well, just one more question, I guess, before we move on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of damn unnerving is what that is. No, you don't understand, Gilbert. You have no idea how long I've waited for this woman to say that word to me.
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off because that's usually what happens.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing a film in September, actually, with Werner Herzog.
Oh, okay. You're doing a film in September? Was it? Yeah.
Yes.
With Werner Herzog.
Yes.
Yeah. I can just kind of see it now, Gilbert, on the set there. You could just hear it, can't you? Right now, Pamela, I want you to turn around slowly and pull down the G string.
Getting better.
Yeah? Okay.
I don't think so.
No? All right. Okay. All right. Well, just as long as you feel good, do you?
I feel great.
Okay. Oh, it's just so damn good to see her feeling great.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yes, topless Jenny is getting my attention now.
I know. I can't believe you just said that. Did I really? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
It wasn't you. All right, let's just take things right here grab it by the hair.
Yes.
Let's do this. Right now, we got to move. Gilbert, this is your song
Yes.
for, of course, Problem Child, the new film coming out. Any word on when that's coming out?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, feel free to take it away, my friend. Let's get it going.
Na 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 na. Ba ma 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 ma. Oh yeah. Who wants to grow up? Who wants responsibility? Oh no, not me. Who wants to show up and work until you're 93?
Can you keep the beat, maybe?
Now everybody says you're running wild. The teacher's calling you a problem.
Ooh.
I like it.
Yeah. And you know, Pam, you're absolutely right. What's not to like, you
I'll
know?
do it again. Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
Oh, okay. So you couldn't have taken 10 minutes out in the back of the set with me?
Yes.
You wouldn't have remembered. Yeah.
Didn't you read the goddamn script? I sent it to you.
There's no script in this movie, Louis. Well, maybe just Pam saying yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got all kinds of things to talk about today, of course,
Yes.
and we're Pam really isn't doing the gender change thing. That's you just cut your hair. You know,
Well, I like actually seeing people's reaction. It's been very positive,
Uh-huh.
but I think with the long hair and my whole life to this point, especially over the last 10 years, it's been very
good.
Kind of rock star and
Yeah.
wild, and I just felt like calming down a little bit, so it happened. It was just good. When I cut my hair, I cut out a lot of things from my life as well, so it was very symbolic.
Shut
It's
up.
very a spiritual thing to cut your hair.
I don't want to freaking hear about that.
I don't think so.
No. No, it's without the hair, you're dead to me.
Yes.
You just
I just didn't have any hair to play with.
no, and if I can't grab it while I'm driving you from behind, I don't care.
They get f***ing crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
That's why she cut her hair. Oh no, Louis, you're talking about the Bruce Jenner thing,
Yes.
right?
It's about f***ing time. Move on.
Sorry, dude, it's Pamela Anderson. What the hell,
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off. Because
Right.
That's usually what happens.
See? Take all our clothes off. God damn it, don't ruin my fun.
Yes.
Well, if you want to talk about ruining fun, Bruce Jenner... Yes, the headlines today, of course. Bruce Jenner is showing how transitioning impacts family. 4 of the 7 children have committed suicide. Oh, no, I misread that.
Yes.
Well, the 2-part Keeping Up with the Kardashians about Bruce docuseries is about a lot more than Bruce's journey. Actually, no, it's not. It's just feeding you more of Bruce's journey. Yes, the show also highlights when it comes to transitioning, family emotions can range from acceptance to anger to homicidal rage. Yes, it can. Many transgender people say that transitioning is not just a transition for them, but their families, friends, and spouses, according to Jay Brown, director of research and public education for the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. Wow, could you make up a longer BS name? I don't know. Do you drink anymore, Pam?
You know, it's interesting. I don't drink.
It's not interesting. No. No, what's interesting is if you tell me you're naked right now, half cut, and let's party.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Oh, it could happen?
Yes.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he's becoming black. I like it. Do a little rap into it.
Well, Brown says there isn't a roadmap for transgender parents or children to follow when telling family members about their gender identity. In the special, which aired 3 weeks after the much-hyped Diane Sawyer interview, Mrs. Jenner explains that, of course, he hopes sharing the emotional journey will help other families going through this effing nightmare.
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
Good.
In the moment.
Yes.
Who knows what the future holds?
No, I do.
Yes.
Yes, well, families for transgender people often feel they need to grieve the loss of the person they thought they knew. Yes. My family's feelings are included here in the hope that other families will know the psychotic rage bullshit I will inflict. And to show that families can indeed move on from this devastation.
Yes.
I know. I can't believe you just said that. Did I really?
No, I did. No, that's...
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories.
Oh, shut up. You would. The two-part special ends on May 18th, thank Christ. And, of course, showcases the complexities of a family struggling to accept something that's just damned unnatural. Now, Khloe Kardashian, who reportedly struggled with the news, questioned why Bruce didn't tell the family about the timing of transition surgeries. These are not anything you decide on a whim, Khloe said during the episode. Christ, how does she know? Oh. Hi, I'm Karl Kardashian. Yeah. Well, I was Khloe, but then I decided...
Yes.
You get the feeling I just don't goddamn care today? Yes, the person transitioning has had more time, presumably, to accept their identity, whereas family members may feel they need more time to grieve and accept their futures, according to Laura M. Dickey, an assistant psychology professor at Louisiana Tech University. Yes. Oh, man, and this goes on for another 20 frickin' paragraphs, and I ain't reading it. Frickin' Bruce goddamn Jenner.
Yes.
It's fun. It just feels, it feels different. It's fun to do different things.
No, it goddamn isn't.
Which woman are you married to or living with now? The same one? The mother of the daughter, or was it a boy?
Louis, Pamela Anderson is on my show. I'm single.
Wait a minute, I got lost. H-T-L-A. Oh, H-T-L-A.
Never mind. Just don't even do. Just stop. Don't. How about don't say anything? How about?
Yes.
Yes. Oh yes, Jenny. Fine. Yes, I know. Thank you. God, geez. What do you think it is, Gilbert? Oh, it's time for a commercial. Right, yeah.
Break for a commercial.
Yeah, I know. I'm going, damn you.
Yes.
Frickin' hell. What is it with all you people just ordering me around today? Well, I'm just going to be transgender now. Fuck it. Well, again, we do have to go for our first commercial break. But don't fear, never fear, because when we come back, we've got a story about condoms and porn. And I can think of nobody better to have it with than Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
There you go. Yes. I'm so damned excited. Yes. All right, we'll be back in 2.
You've got it locked to HTLA Radio 1, New York.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions, abundant with rich, fertile soil? What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons, always fresh, always great tasting coffee.
Man, I've been to a lot of places over these past 50 years. Seen the whole true north strong and free. 'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Cooksville, Stouffville, Baynesville, Bowmanville, Bonnieville, Unionville, Oakville, Dunville, Brockville, Boucherville, Melville, Drummondville, Kentville, Grenville, Morinville, Maryville, Parksville, Stephenville, Sackville, Spring Hill, Westville, Walkerville, hanging on a windowsill. Hey! He said, wow, that's a lot of places. I said, hang on, there's more. I've been to Monton, Picton, Shannon, Vernon, Stellarton, Hamilton, Nipigon, Nobleton, Yorkton, Brighton, Bolton, Beaverton, Brandon, Edmonton, Walkerton, Wyerton, Granby, Miramichi, Charlottetown, Burnaby, Yellowknife, Whitehorse, Corner Brook, none of it. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I crossed the prairies, bare, man. I breathed the mountain air. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere, man. Check it out. Ottawa, Wawa, Mattawa, Chippewa, Moose Jaw, Oshawa.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair, slick back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. Take me out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor. We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
It's really good, yeah. It just happens, yeah, it's still happening. But I do worry about, things that I'm very passionate about, like animal rights and being a parent and raising my kids right and trying to have the right balance of letting them be rebellious and having boundaries and, and my relationship and my family, things like that. I think I'm critical of in myself, and I try and do the best I can. But physical stuff and life and Hollywood is really...
Wow. Well, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we were just getting enlightened by Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
Yes, on the meaning of life and,
yes.
Exactly what everything means.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Right. and that's why I love her. There you go. Welcome back to the big show, your coffee and cigarettes for Monday the 18th of May 2015, 64 degrees in Central Park right now under a cloudy sky. But that's okay, because it's all kinds of hot in here, yes? Yes, we've got Louie.
Can you give me any help for $25,000?
Not likely. We've got Gilbert. And, yes, we've got Pam.
Yes.
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 Oh, say that again.
Yes.
No, not you. Not you. Just
I know. I can't believe you just said that. Did I really?
no, he did. No. What?
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of in the moment. Who knows what the future holds?
Oh, I wish I did. I don't know.
We hugged in the elevator, and I still have an erection.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, no, he's not talking about hugging Pamela Anderson. He's talking about hugging me. Yeah. Well, moving on with the stories today, which is exactly what we're supposed to be doing here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. I can't deal, man.
He
Help
called
me.
me, and he called me, he called me. He kept calling me, and I wouldn't answer the phone.
Thanks, Louie. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Well, moving on today in the big stories, condoms in porn initiative spurs concern about foreign money in elections. If there was ever a convoluted headline, that's it right there. What do you think about that, Pam?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. Well, in Washington today, some conservative and liberal campaign finance activists are warning that foreign money could swamp U.S. elections after federal regulators declined to investigate a Luxembourg-based porn distributor's role in influencing a Los Angeles area ballot initiative. Now, yes, it is L.A., so we don't really care.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Right. The case stems from a complaint lodged with a 6-member federal election commission by a California-based AIDS advocacy group. And don't worry, Pam, it's not Hep C. Which, of course, pushed a successful 2012 ballot initiative requiring actors in adult movies to use condoms during filming. The AIDS Healthcare Foundation argued that $327,000, or nearly half the money spent to oppose the 2012 election, came from 2 companies tied to Manwin Licensing International, which runs adult websites and has operations around the globe. The foundation argued that the Manwin-related contributions violated federal law that bans foreign donations in federal, state, or local elections. The Federal Election Commission's top lawyers and its 3 Republican commissioners disagree, contending that the federal ban applies only to candidate elections, not ballot initiatives. So what they're really saying there is it's okay for other countries to dictate what our initiatives are. Yeah. It's good to know that other countries can tell us what our laws are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the 3 Democrats on the panel voted to pursue an investigation. The deadlock, however, put an end to the case. Well, looks like no break for condoms. It's exclusively the purview of the Federal Election Commission to regulate foreign money, said Ann Ravel, a Democrat who is the FEC's chairwoman. She said the agency's inaction could encourage others to, quote, take the risk that the commission will take no action in future cases involving future foreign donations. You watch. Now, in porn movies all over the U.S., we'll have to have all the women wear abayas. Well, U.S. citizens do not want to see money from foreign sources interfering with fundamentally local decisions, she said. Several election lawyers agree with the Republican commissioners. The law doesn't explicitly cover ballot initiatives, says Kenneth Gross, a leading campaign finance attorney in Washington and former FEC official. But the notion that foreign nationals could influence local elections has set off alarms among the campaign finance community all over the country. It seems to me that this sends a blank check to any foreign interest, says John Pudner, a conservative political consultant from Alabama. Pudner gained attention in 2014 for helping a little-known Professor Dave Bratt toss out the House Majority Leader Eric Cantor in the Virginia GOP primary. Bratt won the general election. Pudner now runs Take Back Our Republic, a group working to encourage conservatives to reduce the influence of big donors in elections. On Monday afternoon, he planned to host a forum on the threat of foreign political money. It's hard to imagine that people won't take advantage of this, says Michael Weinstein, president of the AIDS advocacy group that backed the local initiative. What if the Saudis don't like the way we're drilling for oil and decide to pursue an initiative restricting oil pipelines? The issue could surface again soon. Weinstein's group is now circulating petitions to put the condom issue before California voters in 2016. Yes, damn it. Let's get those stupid rubbers off our porn actors.
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
Just stop. Well, Diane Duke, who runs the Adult Film Industry's Free Speech Coalition and ran the political effort to oppose the 2012 condom measure, did not respond to interview requests. You should tell her I got Pam Anderson on the line.
Yes.
Maybe that'll get her on there.
It's a no-win situation.
Well, not for you. There you go. And moving on, of course, today, one of our little, I don't know, funny, quirky kind of side stories.
Yes.
It's a funny little quirky thing. It's kind of funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Extreme athlete Dean Potter, who is known, of course, for base jumping.
Yeah.
Well, he died at Yosemite today in a base jumping accident. There you go.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Right. I know, Pam. I know. I feel you. I'm with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Well, moving along, of course, yes, he's died. The iconic extreme athlete Dean Potter, a self-described artist, climber, line walker, and human body flyer, has died while attempting to wingsuit flight above Yosemite National Park, authorities said. Potter, 43, and Graham Hunt, 29, jumped to their death on Saturday from California's park's Taft Point, a 7,500-foot tall rock cliff, affording expansive views of the park and attractions such as El Capitan and Yosemite Falls. And now the stains that are Don and Dean. Yosemite Chief of Staff Mike Guthrie told Outside Magazine the duo spotter heard two sounds that could have been impacts. Or they could have been parachute snapping.
Yes.
But I prefer to think of them as... They were optimistic, thinking that the men might have just been arrested. Guthrie told the magazine Yosemite search and rescue rangers were able to locate the pair overnight. Sunday morning, a state police helicopter spotted the splashdown. Ooh, and no parachutes had been deployed. Well, two rangers were then airlifted to the site to perform the scoop up. One of the rangers said it was like chunky soup. The other ranger said this is a horrible accident and our deepest sympathies go to their families, friends, and etc. Yosemite spokesman John Scott. Yeah, John is close to Scott. Yeah. I can't help it. I'm still, sitting here just thinking about Pam.
I just didn't have any hair to play with.
Oh, I'll give you some hair to play with. Scott Guideman told the Associated Press, this is a huge loss for all of us. Potter and Hunt, who lived near Yosemite, were regular climbers at the park. Potter began his rise to fame by making GoPro videos. All right, nobody cares. However, base jumping, base is an acronym for building, antenna, bridge, span, and earth. It's also illegal, you assholes. Well, the wingsuits involve parachute-like material connecting the legs and running between the arms. Really, do we give a shit? No.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Oh, no.
It's fun. It just feels, feels different. It's fun to do different things.
Well, why don't you go and... I think you should. I think you'd like it.
I like it.
Yeah, see? Well, last year, Potter and Rapp produced a film called When Dogs Fly, depicting Potter adventures base jumping with his dog Whisper. Footage of the Googled Whisper flying through the air strapped to Potter's back quickly went viral. Now Hollywood wants to do a feature film. I don't know about you, Gilbert. I'm not going to read for that one.
Yes.
No. I don't. Well, and I can't picture you doing that either. Really. Well, I don't know. Maybe falling off a building would be kind of something up your alley. Yeah, I think it could be. It could be it, actually. Well, you know, it's a good idea. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, go do it, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, see, even Pam wants you to go do it.
Jeez. Well, they hired me. That's special.
What?
I mean, I don't know if it's interesting to anybody, but it was a different thing for me.
No, it's not interesting.
You know, we start off in beautiful clothes, but we always end up naked.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. There we go. Well, I don't know if you might have heard about the biker gangs.
Yes.
I know I heard about the biker gangs. I know Pam used to frequent the biker gangs.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the FBI says biker gangs are serious criminal enterprises. It's not just a TV show. Of course, the motorcycle gangs involved in Sunday's shootout in Waco, Texas, a restaurant parking lot, are a breed apart from weekend hobbyists on bikes, authorities say. Well, yeah, morons, they're the real ones.
Yes.
I love all these weekend hobbyists, too. Are like, oh, yeah, I'm bad. I'm a biker. Oh, no, I work at a bakery on Monday to Friday. Yes, well, the groups are serious criminal organizations, including one that the FBI alleges is among the largest outlaw motorcycle gang in the USA. Police in Waco say the melee involved 5 gangs, including the Bandidos and the Cossacks, who clashed at a weekend recruiting event. Well, that's a good way to get people to sign up, yeah. Yeah, hey, I say, come and join the gang, and you can, wait, motherfucker, bang, 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 bang.
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
We didn't.
In the moment.
Yeah,
I don't. Who knows what the future holds?
Wow. She so totally would join a bike gang. Yeah. Well, the FBI says OMGs, such as the Bandidos, pose a serious national domestic threat. Yes, it defines them as organizations whose members use their motorcycle clubs as conduits for criminal enterprises, including drug trafficking, cross-border drug smuggling, prostitution, and pretty much everything you saw in Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Thank you, Louis. Yeah. More than 300 organized motorcycle gangs are active in the USA. It says coordinating and smuggling operations with major international drug trafficking organizations happens all the time. The FBI says the Bandidos are involved in transporting and distributing cocaine and marijuana and are involved in the production, transportation, and distribution of methamphetamine. The group is most active in the Pacific, southeastern, and southwestern and central regions of the USA. In other words, all the USA. And you know what this is? I know what this is.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the government now cracking down on all the bike gangs.
Yes.
She likes when I say bike gangs.
Yes.
Yeah. They're cracking down on all the bike gangs because now as more and more states legalize marijuana, they have to have those government-regulated, controlled, and taxed boutique stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just buy it from the biker at the pool hall. So this is just the government's way of shutting them down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and that's all there is to it, and...
You know, we start off in beautiful clothes, but we always end up naked.
What was my name? Oh, right. Jenny is bouncing in the window again.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Yes, the FBI's National Gang Intelligence Center in 2013 found that just 2.5% of U.S. gang members belong to an OMG. By contrast, 88% were street gang members and 9.5% were prison gang members. Who cares about them? They're already caught. Yeah, you guys are in your lifers. You just have your gangs. That's
Yes.
okay. You just You just stay right there. But the center said the low percentage is misleading. OMGs, it said, are more problematic than their modest numbers suggest. This is likely due to their solid organizational structure, criminal sophistication, and their tendency to employ violence to protect their interests. Yeah, you watch out, government. Yeah.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Oh, well, see, I would agree with you, Louie, about, nobody loves them, and like their mothers or that kind of thing. But they have girls like Pam. And those kind of girls, well, they'll just make you forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun. It just feels, feels different. It's fun to do different things.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, on one of its websites, the Banditos, says U.S. Marine named Donald Eugene Mother Chambers formed the group in San Leon, Texas in 1966. After he and other veterans returning home from Vietnam found themselves abandoned by the U.S. government, living in poverty and without any respect for what they have done during Vietnam War. And that's pretty much the origins of all the major bike gangs in this country. And, isn't it funny that, these Marines come home, get disgruntled with the treatment or lack thereof the government gives them, go and organize themselves, go and start selling drugs and all this other stuff, actually get into making a decent business, giving all these people good qualities of life, supporting things, having kids, everything's all fine. Now the government's got to come and rear their ugly head,
Power tends to corrupt.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
There you go. There you go.
It's a no-win situation.
That a girl. See? And they said she wasn't smart.
Yes.
Come on. Well, the FBI identified at least 60 gangs whose members or associates have been either enlisted or have attempted to gain employment in the military or various government agencies. Of the 60, 54 had members who served in the military or who were affiliated with the military. It also said that the Banditos and others are encouraging members without criminal records to enlist in the military to obtain weapons expertise, combat training, and access to sensitive information. The Cossacks, a similar local Texas gang, had been challenging the Banditos' dominance, including a possible alliance with a rival gang, the Hells Angels. Oh, yeah, those little guys, the Hells Angels. Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny to me that the biggest, baddest organization out of all of them is the Hells Angels.
Yes.
And in this story, they get a footnote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, they hired me. That's special.
The Hells Angels hired you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah? Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, who wouldn't? Yeah. Right. Yeah, okay. Well, the biggest provocation came, he said, when the Cossacks began wearing a Texas patch on their clothing, which was basically a slap in the face to the Banditos. We knew the tensions with the Cossacks were as high as they'd ever been, he said. I don't think anybody could have forecasted it to the degree that it happened. Cook said Sunday's shootout parallels previous encounters between the Banditos and Hells Angels. Cook told the Washington Post that the shootout started because the Cossacks, backed by the Angels, challenged the Banditos for control of Texas. Several other bike gangs might have joined the battle too, angry over the recent killings by the Banditos members, he said. My perception is that the Cossacks have been flirting, if you will, with the Hells Angels. Cook said, if I'm a Bandito, my immediate reaction is these guys are going to try and make a move and bring an international gang into our state, which is going to cause a war. Cook said he hoped Sunday's shooting will draw more attention to the gangs. Maybe it'll be time for law enforcement and the public to take the blinders off and recognize these groups for what they are, criminals. Talking to reporters Sunday, Waco Police spokesman Sergeant Patrick Swanton cautioned that the groups involved in the shootout were not a friendly group of motorcycle enthusiasts, but criminal gangs. Cook agreed, saying they can pretend like they're these fraternal organizations. I can't tell you the last time the Kiwanis and the Shriners had a shootout like this one. Well, I can tell you, Mr. Cook, you may not have been there, but I seen it go down. You don't screw with the Shriners.
Yes.
The Shriners will mess your shit up. Well, the court says Google's YouTube didn't have to remove an anti-Muslim film. Oh, yeah, that gets the laughs. Yeah.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Yeah, shut up, Louis. We're listening to Pam.
Yes.
Say something.
You know, it's interesting. I don't drink.
Okay, that's good. That's something.
Getting better.
What?
Getting better.
You're getting better? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll move on. Okay. Well, in San Francisco, an appeals court has overturned a controversial ruling that required YouTube to take down a video that disparaged Muslims. The film sparked violence in the Middle East and death threats to actors. Well, no, that's every day. Mm-hmm. Right. Violence in the Middle East and death threats to actors. No, that's every day. Said it. Nothing new there. Ninth Circuit Chief Judge Alex Kozinski. Yes, has ruled in February that Cindy Lee Garcia, who appeared in the movie, could ask for an injunction against the movie because she said that she thought she was acting in a different movie? What the fuck? Federal Appeals Court ruled Monday that YouTube should not have been forced to take down the innocence of Muslims. Now, the film is actually apparently a 14-minute trailer that was first uploaded to YouTube back in 2012. It has also been titled The Real Life of Muhammad and Muhammad Movie Trailer, or the one that I personally love, Muhammad and Me. Well, they say that the filmmakers later dubbed the new lines that degenerated or denigrated Islam and Muhammad. The movie depicts attacks against Coptic Christians in Egypt in the present and then cuts to scenes that depict Muhammad as a womanizer, homosexual, child molester, and thug. Garcia asked YouTube to take the film down, saying that she had signed no waivers and had retained copyright to her performance in it. She said she was subject to death threats after the movie was released online. That takedown was appealed by Google, which owns YouTube. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled today that the ruling says the order to take the movie down is unwarranted and incorrect as a matter of copyright law and gave short shift to the First Amendment values at stake. The judges said that the injunction censored and suppressed a politically significant film. Muhammad is so homosexual. Muhammad is a homosexual. Muhammad is...
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off because that's usually what happens.
Oh, yeah, tell me more.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, well, Louis, that's the tip we'd like to get into. Yeah.
It's fun. It just feels, it feels different. It's fun to do different things.
I agree. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if it's interesting to anybody, but it was a different thing for me.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He called me and said, "You have to get to New York right away."
You do, absolutely, and I couldn't be happier. It's very exciting.
Yes.
And yeah, but really, Pam, what are your thoughts on this whole Muslim Islamic terrorist thing? What do you sum that all up? What do you got? Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Yeah. Well, the decision comes after the free speech advocates urged the court to return a Ninth Circuit panel's ruling that ordered YouTube to take down the video. Actress Cindy Lee Garcia wanted innocence of Muslims removed from the site after receiving death threats. Her lawyer argued that she had a copyright claim to the low-budget film because she believed that she was acting in a different production. Google, which owns YouTube, argued that Garcia had no claim to the film because the filmmaker wrote the dialogue, managed the production, and dubbed over her lines. It wasn't immediately clear if or when the video would be reposted to YouTube, but you can bet your ass it's probably there now. Yeah, you can. Well, Moving on, we've got some more stories today. Don't go anywhere. Oh yeah, no, we've got the goods.
Yes.
Oh, say that again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows?
Mhm.
I don't know. I do things
Come
all
on.
the time that I'm unaware of.
Try it.
In the moment. I don't. Who knows what the future holds?
I do. Do it again. God damn it, woman! Listen.
That didn't even cross my mind until you said it.
Well,
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Do it. Take it. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Moving on, we've got a Duke professor under fire for a controversial New York Times comment. Yeah, Jerry Huff, professor of political science at Duke University, is facing the heat after posting racially charged comment on the New York Times website that went viral over the weekend. Hugh responded to the May 9th editorial entitled "How Racism Doomed Baltimore" by stating that discrepancies between how white people and black people are treated in the United States, you know, it's a good thing Morgan Freeman's not here today. Yes, how white people and black people are treated in the United States is rooted in, quote, the blacks' use of untraditional names and their refusal to date white people. I say that's not fair. I just told you, what was it, last weekend there, that big black bull that took home those two white girls. Oh, is that, no, that's not, oh, okay, that's not dating. Okay. All right. See, I thought that was dating. It's actually, you know, sex.
I know. I can't believe you just said that. Did
Yeah.
I really?
What? Oh, Pam, I don't know about you.
I feel great.
Yes, you do. Well, their refusal to date white people, eh? Well, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Yes.
The full comment here, quote, this editorial, what is wrong, the Democrats are an alliance of Westchester and Harlem, of Montgomery County and inner-city Baltimore. Westchester and Montgomery get a Citigroup asset stimulus policy that triples the market. The blacks get a decline in wages after inflation. But the blacks get symbolic recognition in an utterly incompetent mayor who handled this so badly from beginning to end that her resignation would be demanded if she were white. The blacks get awful editorials like this that tell them to feel sorry for themselves. In 1965, the Asians were discriminated against at least as badly as the blacks. That was reflected in the word colored. The racism against what even Eleanor Roosevelt called the yellow races was at least as bad. So where are the editorials that say racism doomed the Asian Americans? They didn't feel sorry for themselves, but worked doubly hard. He says, I am a professor at Duke University. Every Asian student has a very simple old American first name and symbolizes their desire for integration. Virtually every black has a strange new name that symbolizes their lack of desire for integration. Mocha. The sheer amount of Asian white dating is enormous, and so surely will be the intermarriage. Black-white dating is almost non-existent because of the ostracism by blacks of anyone who dates a white. It was appropriate that the Chinese design won the competition for the Martin Luther King state. King developed them overcome. I can read. King helped them overcome.
Yes.
But what did the blacks do? They followed Malcolm X. Well, some news outlets claimed Huff had been put on academic leave following the controversy. Officials at Duke explained to the Washington Post that Duke's student newspaper that he was on leave well before the New York Times article. Huff himself related to the paper and revealed that given his age, 2016 would be his last year of teaching. And in the immortal words of Morgan Freeman, I don't give a fuck. All right. Well, there you go. Well, listen, we're going to go for another commercial break, but don't you worry. When we come back, we've got the story about the man falling asleep while robbing a house. Yes, we got Supreme Court siding with condoms.
Yes.
But hey, the best, and it is truly the best, and I'm saving it for last today.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Pam. I'll take that with me. I'll just,
Yes.
yeah.
Will I do it again? Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
Well, just keep doing that. And of course, yes, one of the well, it is the final story today.
Yes.
President Obama actually figured out a computer and is tweeting. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely true story right here. We'll be back in 2.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
It could be 7 in the morning.
Or 10 at night.
In Chilliwack, BC. Or St. Peters, Nova Scotia. It could be Michelle.
Or Mark.
Or Jen.
But whenever.
Wherever you order that cup of Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee. You know that it's always fresh.
From Newfoundland and Labrador to Vancouver Island, Tim Hortons, a coffee all our own.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the Egyptian cotton towels. Shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York. Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out, we never go out, we never go out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor. We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
Well, I'm a mom, and I've cooked a lot for my kids,
No.
and we have a very simple, regular life like everybody else at home. So it just happens. Yeah, it's still happening. I guess I'm a little bit of a housewife. I love laundry.
Oh, good. Oh, you've just shattered all of my fantasies.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them. You just.
I don't know. It's not that important.
Well, then why'd you bring it up?
I mean, I don't know if it's interesting to anybody, but it was a different thing for me.
Well, okay, great. I just, come on, Pam. Jesus, you gotta.
I do it again. Oh, who knows? I don't know. I do things all the time that I'm unaware of.
Yeah.
In the moment. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds?
Do you know where you are right now?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Break for a commercial.
Yeah.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Well, absolutely, Louie. And Pam, if there was ever a case of a girl with daddy issues. And it's funny, Pam, not that you really care, but the only Louie Lawless there is coming to us live right now from Mill Bay, British Columbia. It's like, what, 20 minutes drive from Ladysmith?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I know you're, yeah. I don't know, be cordial or something and invite him over to your mom's for coffee or something, You got to feel sorry for him. He almost won an Academy Award.
We're 5 steps away from winning the Academy Award.
Right.
And we did.
See?
We start off in beautiful clothes, but we always end up naked.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Well, of course, welcome back to the show. Your Coffee and Cigarettes, Monday Mocha, HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, of course. And today we're here with not only the Louie Lawless and the Gilbert Gottfried, as always, but the replacement for Morgan Freeman. And I got to say, man, it's a hell of a replacement.
Yes.
Yes, the one, the only Pamela Anderson from her home in Malibu. And, of course, Pam has been regaling us during the commercial breaks, of course, with all kinds of things about, her politics and beliefs and
yes.
All the different kinds of things that she thinks about the world today.
Yes.
Yeah. And, Gilbert and I have just been sitting here with big erections. Louis can't talk about anything but sex.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, see? That's old speak for, oh my God, it's Pamela Anderson. Yeah.
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off because that's usually what happens.
That's what we do around here. Yeah.
He called me and said, you have to get to New York right away.
You have to.
Yes.
Yeah. It's important. And also, hey, Pam, we've got another admirer of yours, and if he's not, he's lying. So we got the one and only Paulie B in the chat room at Spreaker.com right now. He's, of course, here to check you out and enjoy your show.
I was bored.
Yep. Tell me more about that movie with Werner Herzog you're doing in September.
I'm doing a film in September, actually, with Werner Herzog.
Right. I just gave you all that info. All right, Pamela, now turn around and bend over.
All right, go a half an hour. Do I get 50,000?
Only if you look like Pam, and you don't. So I would have to probably say no.
That didn't even cross my mind until you said it.
I know.
What do you mean?
Well, Louis bent over with G-string and garters on, and yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's interesting to anybody, but it was a different thing for me.
What, the garters and stockings and Oh, no, Pam. No, I'm telling you that as much as I enjoy you naked, the garters and stockings that you should always do.
I do it again. Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. I do things all the time.
I know,
that I'm
but
unaware of.
Yeah, but I'm
in the moment. I don't. Who knows what the future holds?
Shut up. God. Damn woman.
You know, it's interesting. I don't drink.
I know, and you should.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I bet you do. Well, what did I forgot everything, didn't I? Yeah. I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Well, yes. Welcome back to the damn show.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, one thing that we do need to ask Pam is what was your thoughts on the whole biker war situation there with organized crime and the government trying to stop that so that they can take over and you know just do their legal pot?
Yes.
What do you think about that whole thing? Do you think the government's got a right to do that, or do you think you know it's a free enterprise country, you know, and the bikers should have a right to make money that way too? What do you think?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Right. Okay. Well, it's always good to have that perspective.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you think that's good? Check out our next story. It's the man who falls asleep while robbing a house. Yeah, he does. Right here, Sarasota, Florida, of course. Robbing a home can be a tiring job. A Sarasota man has been charged with felony burglary of an occupied dwelling after breaking into a home and falling asleep on the couch over the weekend.
Yes.
Well, Sarasota police responded at approximately 8 a.m. on May 16th. The victim told officers she woke up around 7:20 in the morning and found a 29-year-old Timothy Bontrager sleeping on her living room couch.
Yeah.
When the victim asked Bontrager who he was and what he was doing in her house, he apologized. The victim told Bontrager she was calling the police, at which time he started walking around the living room and then left the house. When officers arrived, the victim gave a description and stated that Bontrager entered through an unlocked sliding glass door in the rear of the house. The victim then noticed her wallet, driver's license, credit, and debit cards missing from the table in the living room. Well, they found Bontrager about 2 blocks away to Starbucks using that credit card to order a latte.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I love it.
Yep. If only I was a man waking up on your couch, Pam. Yeah. Would you like that?
It's perfect. I love it.
I thought so too.
I was bored.
Right.
It's fun. It just feels, feels different. It's fun to do different things.
Oh, yeah. Well, more Waco news. We told you about the big shootout, but we kind of left this part out because it's damned embarrassing. Yes, that's right. Waco police say some victims may have been shot by our officers. Yeah. Well, in Waco, Texas, a phalanx of law enforcement officers were combing a bloody, bullet-riddled crime scene Monday, trying to sort out who killed who, a day after a melee involving rival biker gangs left 9 people dead. Some of the dead and wounded may have been shot by officers responding to the bedlam. Waco Police spokesman Sergeant W. Patrick Swanton said, "They started shooting at our officers, and our officers returned fire," Swanton said. Most of the dead and wounded suffered from gunshot and stab wounds, he added. It's a pretty gruesome scene. He said 170 people have been charged with engaging in organized crime resulting in death, a capital offense that could bring death penalty in Texas. No, really? Shoplifting gets you death penalty in Texas.
Yes.
Come on. Well, Swinton said police had intelligence that the gang recruiting event on Sunday at Twin Peaks restaurant could grow violent. 18 Waco and 4 state officers were in the area when the violence began, he said. They knew that they were seconds away, but it mattered not to them, Swinton said. They were killing people and then turned their guns on officers. Close to 100 weapons were recovered from the scene, including brass knuckles, knives, and clubs. Swanton said the gang members had been threatening police overnight and that Waco police have credible intelligence to believe that other bikers were coming to Waco to take revenge on police and rival gangs. No unarmed black men were killed during this... Yeah, the Sons of Anarchy there, that black motorcycle group, yeah, that's just token. A federal law enforcement official who's not authorized to comment, who then commented, he says, law enforcement is at levels that have been generally aware, and tensions were rising in the ranks of the Banditos and the Cossacks groups, which were at the center of Sunday's violence. Those tensions were related to incidents in the past 2 months in which members had lashed out against each other on smaller-scale brawls, but the official said there was no indication that the groups were headed to the war that erupted on Sunday. A warning bulletin, and even issued May 1st by the Texas Joint Information Center run by the Texas Department of Public Safety. Quote, violence between members of the Banditos motorcycle gang and the Cossacks motorcycle gang has increased in Texas with no indication of diminishing, according to the bulletin. The conflict may stem from Cossacks members refusing to pay Banditos dues for operating in Texas and for claiming Texas as their territory by wearing a Texas bottom rocker on their vests, colors, or cuts. According to the bulletin, law officers had been actively trying to reduce tensions between the groups and that had met with them about it. They had been cautioned about an unwanted attention and potential war that would bring to both groups, the bulletin said. At least 5 biker gangs were involved in the incident, some of which were fighting as allies, Swinton said. He declined to name them, saying they didn't deserve the publicity. Hell's Angels. I'll do it, goddammit.
Yes.
Yes. The investigators from multiple agencies were dealing with bodies, shell casings, and other paraphernalia at the Central Texas Marketplace Shopping Center. Hundreds of cars and motorcycles are still in the parking lot, many of them awash in bullet holes. All bodies have been removed from the crime scene. Swinton said off-duty officers came to the scene just to help during the fight. They, without a doubt, did one hell of a job, he said. Yes, they did. It looks like Beirut. And there we go, Pam. There's a story. I mean, it's the biker story.
Yes.
You know, and I know you like the biker stories.
Yes.
So, what do you think about this now? Yeah?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Well, who cares? It's good to have you here nonetheless.
Yes.
It just is. Say yes again.
Yes.
There you go. That's all we need. That's all we need. Well, Supreme Court today sides with police in confrontations with mentally disabled. Oh, yeah. Black folks, you thought your lives mattered.
Yes.
Well, the Supreme Court ruled today that police cannot be sued for using force against people with mental disabilities, and their constitutional right to privacy is not clear. So stick that in your hat and use it. Yeah. Well, that 6-2 ruling exonerated 2 San Francisco police officers who broke into a room of a mentally disabled woman and shot her after she threatened them with a knife. It was a victory for the city-county police force and more broadly for law enforcement officers nationwide who regularly must decide whether to use force against people exhibiting erratic behavior. Now, clearly, it's just if they're black or not. Well, Justice Samuel Alito, who frequently sides with law enforcement, said the actions of the 2 police officers to subdue the woman did not violate her constitutional rights. Considering the specific situation confronting the officers, they had sufficient reason to believe that their conduct was justified, Alito said. Justices Ann Scalia and Alina Kagan, or Antonin Scalia, thank you. Don't want to be pissing off Supreme Court judges.
Yes.
Yeah, you called me Ann. Yes, so once again, Antonin Scalia and Alina Kagan said the court should not have decided the case because San Francisco did not argue the principal point it made when it asked the court to take the case last fall, that the Americans with Disabilities Act did not require officers to accommodate Teresa Sheehan's schizophrenic behavior. They would have left intact a federal appeals court decision against the city and county, forcing San Francisco to take its case to a jury. Instead, the majority's decision takes the two officers off the hook. Now, aren't you glad it wasn't a retarded black person? Well, at the time of the confrontation, Sheehan lived in a community-based group home. Her social worker asked police to help detain her for further evaluation at a hospital after she threatened him with a knife. In forcibly arresting her, the two police officers shot and wounded Sheehan rather than taking more time to try and talk her into complying. Isn't that nice to know? Let's just shoot them instead of taking the time out. Yeah.
In all the excitement, I can't remember. Was that 5 shots or 6, scumbag?
Yeah, that's the way it used to be. Now, of course, it's,
I ain't got time for this. Boom.
Well, police officers regularly encounter and often detain mentally ill individuals, the city's brief said. It cited a study that showed in medium and large-sized police departments, 7% of all contacts with the public are people with mental illness, most often holding government jobs. And when mental illness manifests, it's unpredictable. The violent behavior, as it did in this case, officers must make split-second decisions that protect the public and themselves from harm, the city said. Lawyers for Sheehan argued that the police failed to responsibly accommodate her disability when they forced their way back into her room without taking her mental illness into account and without employing tactics that would have been likely to resolve the situation without injury of her or others. I wonder what those measures might be. Pam? Right.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
I don't think you do either.
Yes.
That's okay. Moving on to our final story today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay, America. Here it is. Are you ready? Your president is tweeting. Yes, he is. He started off today. It has come to this. He started off today. Quote, "Hello, Twitter. It's Barack. Really?" Yes, apparently 6 years in, they're finally giving me my own account.
Yes.
I'm a big boy now. Yes, and of course, you can follow him at POTUS, P-O-T-U-S, because, you know, that's just how he rolls. I wonder if he's actually going to hand it over to the next president or if he's just going to keep it and be a little biatch. Well, the White House today also tweeted, "Breaking, President Obama just launched at POTUS with a tweet from the Oval Office. It's really him."
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. You just can never tell, who is really on the social media.
Yes.
You just can't, like with yours, for example, Pam, you've you're on yours and
He called me and said, you have...
No, that's not what I said. No, I'm asking you about social media right now.
I was bored.
Yep. I know. Stop these mental pictures.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
Well, of course, Obama has had access to the Twitter sphere all along. He would occasionally send tweets from his campaign account at Barack Obama, now run by Organizing for Action, or from at White House, signing them -BO. Well, the @POTUS account belongs to the White House, so Obama will have to give it up when he leaves office. Yay! Screw him!
You know, we start off in beautiful clothes, but we always end up naked.
Stop it! I'm trying to think. Of course, the First Lady, yes, @FLOTUS. FLOTUS. I always look at her. She's so overweight, and I see FLOTUS. I'm just like,
Yes.
yeah. Well, of course, the big FLOTUS. Yes, she tweeted at 1:01 this afternoon. It's about time @POTUS-MO. Wow, what's it like to have a president who doesn't wear the pants in his family?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the mom up there. Well, it's about time, you little motherfucker. Well. Oh, yeah. Wrong. Jenny. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's another one for the books.
Yes.
Another one. Pam, any parting thoughts?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, Pam, for being here today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's so
Yes.
Say that again.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
I know, Louis.
Yes.
I know. Thank you, Louis, for being here. What's my name? I don't know.
Time. Move on.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Gilbert, as always, for being here.
Thank you for listening and support the show
For the love of God. Oh, Pam.
And then, of course, we end up taking all our clothes off because that's usually what happens.
Uh-huh. Well, that's it. This host is going to go take his clothes off.
Yes.
Here's hoping the rest of you have a great Monday. Join us again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, for the Tuesday Espresso, where it's going to still be hot in here. And, of course, Straight Talk tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with Kate and Crash. It's going to be all kinds of debauchery. Yes, just not like this.
Yes.
Yeah. So tune in if you got the ability.
I was bored.
Yeah, so tune in. Yeah.
The music is fantastic.
I know.
Oh, you got to hear it.
What? Oh, man. We can hear the music, Louis. Thank you, everybody out there in listener land. iHeart, iTunes, all that crap. Yeah, who cares?
Yes.
Yeah, get out there. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.